Hey everybody, it's a little bit of infested defense I'm going to be showing you today. But first, before we go into it, I'm going to show you my setup for the Marlock. I have put 4 Forma on this Marlock. It's just such an awesome gun. Once you use it enough, you realize those 3 shots can do mondo amounts of damage. And I'm using a big extended clip. Gives me 10 shots instead of the 6, because it's 40 plus, so it's 60% more mag, but you know. And I'm using, the first combination is radiation and then a little bit of cold. And that will do a lot of damage to pretty much everybody, but it does have a penalty against infested, and I don't use it that often against infested, but again, this is my setup: barrel diffusion, hornet strike, lethal torrent. This is a preference. Convulsion, heated charge, ice storm, slit magazine. This preference is only because I don't like recoil on my secondaries that much. So I put it on pretty much every secondary that I use, except for the throwing knives and the other stuff I use, like the knife weapons. The despair I got, but that's pretty much it. And the Dragon Nakana, I'm not going to be using the Soma, but the Dragon Nakana, I'll use a little bit of it so you can see. This is corrosive damage. It's really good against the heavier units of infested and things like heavy gunners and armored targets. Jagged Edge is just to increase the base damage of this, which is mainly slash. This also increases the slash damage by 60%, so I've got 150% slash damage, which is basically base damage. And I also have the 120% melee and 100% damage basic right there. So that's pretty much 150, 300, 270, 370. So yeah, 370. And then I got speed mod to counteract that, and I have Berserker in case I get a crit, which I have a 15% chance of, with a 2.0 crit multiplier. Dead ass. I'll just not equip my Soma, because I don't even feel like switching. Okay, so let's change the appearance, because I'm getting kind of sick of her animation set. I don't like... Yeah, she's proud. She should stand up straight. Did you notice I have the same thing? Pretty much the same thing. Just keep it like that because it's special. Okay. I'm going to be playing on Sakura, which is the best credit mission that there is. As you can see, I've got a bunch of credits. That's not... I've gone down from the... since the last suspicious shipments where they gave out credits and I had credit booster active, so I've gone down from that. We're gonna see just how well I can do. My Nova, I'll check one last time. I'm just gonna look at what I've got set up on my Nova for the fastest speed time. We're gonna want to use overextended. Don't worry about negative power strength. You want as much range as you can get. I did put fleeting expertise and streamline on for a lot of power duration. Not power duration, I'm going to talk about that next. A lot of power efficiency and flow. It turns out, I didn't know this before, but it's not actually 90% power efficiency. It's capped at 75% power efficiency. And I know that's stupid, but whatever. It's not a big deal. With her 450 energy, you shouldn't really be using all of it at once. And I have continuity to combat the minus 60% power duration, which you can take that down 1 or 2 notches and just add streamline for your maxed capability. And I have antimatter drop and molecular prime because this is the most helpful mod in power I've used with Nova in these infested defenses. And I have energy siphon because it matches. And it just makes sense because it's an energy build. This is a different build that you could use if you wanted like the infested to be really, really, really slow. I've got it at plus 66% power strength in here. and that would slow them down. Like they'd be moving at I'm gonna estimate like a third of their speed, or a little bit slower even. And power duration and fleeting expertise, those pretty much you have to put on in conjunction if you want to keep any power duration at all. Stretch, not overextended because I don't want to lose the power strength, because that slows them down a lot. And power efficiency to match fleeting expertise, flow, antimatter drop, null star, just because I had extra points and it fit the slot. It's a fun power, and that's basically it. So we're gonna look at this one more time. You know that the mods are on there, and this is Nova with the immortal skin, and pink, which I'm actually going to change her energy right before we kick off. Change her energy to black. Now she's a blackhead. Oh, she's not a pimple. She's a what is that? What is a black-haired person? What is that in terms of style of hair? I don't know what you would call that. Oh, this looks to be the best, one of the best maps. Best maps for antimatter drop, at least. So, we're gonna get over here. That's the best way to get up on top of it, if it's over here, over on here. And right here, they're done. Now we're gonna see just how much damage I can do to all those guys. 121,000 damage, I think I saw. And that was with headshot, probably. Where is the head on these guys? Is it that little thing on the bottom of their body? I'll just use that to get headshots. There. Now molecular prime. Get them here faster. Should be doing enough damage with this setup to not have to worry about like molecular prime's duration. I just counteracted that, so like it wouldn't be only like 3 seconds. They were actually primed. I just counteracted it so they'd have like 6 seconds between running over here. Let's just do this again. Actually, I think I got it to be over here. Yeah, watch out for those guys. They're dead. And wave 2 of wave 2. Let's see. Yeah, they're not even spawning over there. I heard them too. Trust me though, like unless if you want to do solo missions, this is an easy mission to solo if you're not stupid like me and jump down in places you shouldn't jump down. It's very easy to solo this mission. Okay, that's wave 2. Or not. More of these bitches. Stop running up to my position. Where could you? There we go. I'm gonna fire this out, do as much damage to it as I can. Boom. I want to roll that back. I would love to roll that back, but I just don't do movie editing. This is straight up every time you get any recording from me, it's straight out from recording. And that should do a bunch of damage. 70-something thousand. The more bullets you put into it, the better. It has a 4 times multiplier, so whatever damage you put into it, it's multiplied by 4, because it's max rank. And the damage gets distributed to everybody without a damage drop off from range. I'm so inaccurate today. end of wave 3. Oh, if any of you noticed this Sianda, this was given out as a Christmas present and is now on the Steam market for the game. And you can pretty much purchase it through there for like $1, like in total. I did that in the Valbon skin. The Valbon skin is really cool too. There's a Valbon phase skin is what it's called. For all you phase tryhards out there, Call of Duty or whatever. Boom, bitch. If I was using Valbon with, like, if you can combine powers, and I know I'm probably not the first one to think of this. If you could combine a Warframe, like make your own Warframe that had all the different kinds of powers that you wanted. Like say I wanted M Prime and I wanted Antimatter Drop and I wanted Vortex from Valbon. That would be awesome. I'm just thinking outside the box, I guess. Gonna do all that damage, and everyone gets damage. Except for these guys, because these guys are special. They're too good for damage. Oh, someone's calling me on Skype. Alright, on, I guess. Almost done with this mission. And that looks to be the end of this. Oh, I hear one more. There are a bunch more, I guess. I hate how it doesn't show up after. Like they trick you into thinking you've gotten it done. This is a good thing that it's not done yet, because I have mods I want to collect. I'm killing them. I bet it's Malachi calling me. I better finish this up quick. That's about it. This is the last wave. I'm gonna go answer my Skype call and have some fun with my friends. And this has been crazy.